Let me warn you, it's bad. Real bad. It's Hickman.
Hickman? Bob Hickman?
He's been badly mutilated, John. Tortured, really.
My God, Sam. Has Bob's wife, Catherine, been informed?
When the call came in, I was told Hickman's captain was headed to their house. They have a little girl, don't they?
Yeah, Valerie. Her name is Valerie.
Look, John, I know you and Bob went back a long way.
A long way? Hell, Sam, Bob and I went through the academy together. We shared a ride for 5 years. I'm that little girl's godfather. Sam, Bob was my best friend. Yeah, you could say we went back a long way.
I'm sorry, John,
Yeah, I'm sorry too. Sorry the city is so full of dirtbags, creeps, and losers. Bob was a great guy, Sam. A great cop. Who the hell would do this to him? What the hell was he doing out there?
I don't know, John. It's your job to find out. My job is to pick up the body and find the cause of death.
The sun will soon be rising. The air is thick with remorse, but you can't touch it. Trees provide oxygen and shade, both very much needed in the City of Angels. Detective, climbing trees is not what the City of Los Angeles pays you for. An interesting choice of color for an otherwise dreary fence. Detective, the surface is rough. What did you expect? It's a perfect place to post missing pet flyers, Carey. You're too old to climb a pole, Carey. Besides, you might fall off and break your back. The back alley to the Lucky Mini Mart. It doesn't look so lucky now. The ground is devoid of tracks or marks. This alley has seen better days. This mess would be better off left alone. Obviously, the owner of this tire did not know that rubber is recyclable. Your car doesn't need a spare. Besides, it looks like a retread. Graffiti mars the neighborhood. The graffiti paint is wet. This work is fresh. Talking to the wall, Detective? The Lucky Mini Mart, a shopper's dream. Stucco has a texture like no other. Yep, signage is important to a prosperous business. Leave it be, Carey. Many businesses back up to this alley, Detective. Yep, they feel like buildings. It's a Dare billboard. Not much chance of reaching that billboard from here. Police banner guard tape secures the alley for investigation. Leave it in place, Carey. It's a crime scene. It's your car, Carey, a 1993 T-Bird. Finish what you start, Carey. It's not time to leave. Detective, your car trunk is locked. It's Officer Malcolm Allen, LAPD. It's Chester, Julie Chester, criminalist SID. It's Officer Bruce Woody Woodbury, LAPD. It's Sam Nobles, Deputy Coroner, Los Angeles County. Carey, the man appears intoxicated and a bit agitated. This young man appears interested in the alley proceedings. Your badge is a symbol of your commitment and your identification. The shiny metal is cold in your hand. Chester knows you're a detective. No need to flash her.
Detective Carey, sexual harassment is a violation of federal and state law and of city and department policy. It can lower morale, undermine the integrity of employee relationships, and interfere with the efficiency of department operations. Please don't touch me again. Sexual harassment is viewed by the department as serious misconduct with disciplinary action up to and including termination. Please stop. Standing by, Detective Carey, ready to collect samples or evidence if needed. You haven't properly marked or notated any evidence, Detective. Let me know when you have.
John, we worked together for years. I realize you're the commanding officer here. Yes, John, what is it? Can I give you a hand?
Sam, do you have a preliminary finding on Hickman's cause of death?
It's hard to say, John. There are no evident bullet wounds. There are cervical contusions, possibly asphyxiation. There's no unusual sputum, so it's difficult to think poisoning, but I'm not ruling anything out. Whoever did this was definitely non-compos mentis. By the way, notice that the index finger on the right hand is missing.
What else can you tell me, Sam?
Until we autopsy, we won't know much more. To make any further comments would be pure conjecture on my part.
How you doing, Detective? Yes, sir.
Officer Woodbury, I'm taking over as lead investigator.
Yes, sir, Detective Carey. I have my crime scene log for you.
Were you the first on the scene?
Yes, sir. Officer Allen and I were on patrol. He was driving. As we passed the alley, I looked to my right. I saw the body. We radioed it in, stopped, set up the perimeter. I didn't know it was Hickman until we got up to the body. I can tell you, sir, I was shocked. He was the last person I expected to see. He was a fine officer.
Is there anything else you can tell me, Officer Woodbury?
No. We rolled by, saw the body, radioed it in. There was no one in the alley besides the body. The neighbors came out once we set up the perimeter. It was quiet when we got here.
Yes, sir, I know who you are. Geez, Detective.
I'll be stepping in as lead investigator, officer. Can you tell me what the situation was when you got here?
Yes, sir. Woodbury and I were on our regular patrol. We spotted the body as we drove by. We radioed in, then moved in on the scene. We checked the alley for possible assailants, but found no one. Everything is pretty much as it was when we arrived.
That's it?
Yes, sir. The body was just lying there. I didn't know him, but Woody told me that the deceased was a cop, undercover guy working the neighborhood. Oh, Pittman or something like that.
It's Hickman, and yes, he was working the crash unit, although I didn't know he was working this neighborhood. You've never seen him before, and this is your regular district?
Yes, sir, that is correct. I've never seen him before.
Is there anything else you can tell me, officer?
No, sir.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey, LAPD. Would you mind answering a question or two?
No, sir. I mean, yes, sir. Yeah, I'll answer.
The man's teetering already, Carey. Don't push him over.
Sir, did you see any unusual activity or unfamiliar cars in the neighborhood?
I hear shots. Fast. Like pop, 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 pop.
What time might you have heard these shots, sir?
It pop, 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 pop. And I just hear them shots. I'm scared.
Any other information you could give me, sir?
Pop, pop, pop. Yeah, I know this sound. It's killing the children.
Your department issued memorandum book and pencil. The simulated leather notebook is well worn.
What is your name, sir?
Jack. To Jack.
Detective, this information is already recorded.
Hello, I'm Detective Carey with the LAPD. Would you mind answering a few questions?
Ain't seen nothing, man. Just chillin'. Some law about living.
This man does not warrant a cursory search for weapons.
I'm Detective Carey, Major Crimes Homicide, LAPD. I'd like to ask you a question or two.
Whatever, man. I'm just hanging.
Let's start with your name. What is it, and do you live in the neighborhood, or are you just visiting?
Man, this be my hood. I mean, I be Raymond Jones III.
Well, Raymond, if this is your neighborhood, then you must know what goes on around here. What happened here tonight? You see anything unusual? Maybe a different car or some folks from another neighborhood?
Ain't seen nor heard nothing. Just out for some fresh LA air.
So, Mr. Jones, what you're telling me is you don't have anything to tell me. Is that correct?
That's straight up. Ain't seen nothing, done nothing, know nothing.
The young man's interest appears a bit suspicious. Always record your gut feelings. Sometimes this job is pure instincts. Notating Officer Woodbury's presence is unnecessary, as it'll be notated in the crime scene log. The crime scene log will include that Officer Allen was present. Detective, the criminalist's presence need not be officially notated. What is it you wish to notate? What is it about yourself you wish to notate? It's your wallet. The leather is well worn. Detective, you work too hard for your money to throw it away. You work too hard for your money to give it away, Carey. You work too hard for your money to give it away, Carey.
Are you trying to insult me, Detective?
Pigskin? My wallet is buffalo hide.
Detective, you have around $40. That'll do for a few days. It's your Beretta 92F. The grip on the Beretta is a fine fit for your hand. Detective, he might appear to have an attitude, but that's not criminal. This is an innocent bystander. Holster your weapon. Carey, holster your weapon. The situation is charged enough.
Yes, sir.
Is this some kind of macho thing? Back off, Detective. I have marksman status at the range.
The Beretta 92F is a fine firearm, isn't it, sir?
Loaded and ready for action. With a full 15, the clip must weigh approximately 12 ounces. Yep, it's a full clip. Probably not a good idea to supply the local citizenry with live ammo. You might need that clip, Carey.
Carey, I have ammo. Are you expecting trouble?
Personally, sir, I'd prefer the 147 grain black Talon jacketed hollow points for home defense.
I'm quite capable of loading my own gun, Detective.
Detective, you must account for all ammo issued to you. Keep your clip. Spare change. The coins jingle in your hand. You're not coin operated. No need to do that, Carey. Carey, paying for information is not the department way. Tipping is not required. Since when is tipping required?
I beg your pardon, Detective?
Spare change? These are your car, office, and home keys. Numerous keys are indicative of a complicated and busy life. Detective, don't trust your car keys with him. He appears shifty. Better to keep those. You never know when you'll need them.
Officer Allen and I have our own ride.
Thank you, sir. But Woodbury and I have our patrol car.
Thank you, Detective, but I have my own ride.
These are your keys. What do you think you're doing? Department-issued handcuffs. The cuffs are cold to the touch.
Sir, I just be chilling here, no law against that.
Detective, this man is not under arrest. Handcuffs are unnecessary.
Yes, Carey? You need help with those?
Sir, I've been issued a pair, but thank you.
Getting a bit frisky, Detective? I'd appreciate a more professional attitude from you.
Detective, Nobles is here in an official capacity. He's not a suspect. It's your Parker Center identification badge. It's laminated. There's no need to wear your Parker Center ID at this time.
That's one fly voter, you do.
Detective, he doesn't appear impressed that you work out of Parker Center. Carey, Officer Woodbury is aware that you're from Major Crimes Homicide.
I'd like to work out of Parker Center someday, sir. Maybe you can put in a good word for me with the chief.
Chester works in SID at Parker Center. No need to identify yourself. Pride in your work is important, Detective, but no need to show off your ID. Alley crime scene log prepared by Officer Woodbury. Standard weight paper. Have more respect for your responsibilities. You need this report, Detective. The crime scene log is to be included with the rest of your paperwork back at Parker Center. Hold on to it.
Sir, I wrote that up for the lead investigator. That is you, isn't it?
Officer Woodbury prepared the report, sir. Is there a problem with it?
Detective, I believe that is yours. I have my own paperwork to do.
Carey, your trunk carries the tools of your trade. Detective, what are you searching for? This is your Ithaca 12-gauge pump shotgun. Use of force to this degree is unnecessary at this time, Carey. It's police banner tape used at crime scenes for setting up a perimeter. There is no need for banner tape at this time, Carey. It's your homicide kit. It's your department-issued homicide kit. Carey, giving your kit to this fellow is not a good idea. You're going to need your kit for this case. Don't give it away.
Do you need help opening your case?
Those homicide kits have everything in them you seem to need.
Detective, I carry my own supplies, but thank you.
Hey, Carey, Deputy Nobles brought all the equipment he needs. Keep your kit. Having a hard time opening your kit, Detective? Try the most direct method. The baggies hold evidence found at crime scenes. The plastic is slippery. Detective, don't provide a suspicious character with potential drug paraphernalia. Detective, what would he need with that? Leave collecting evidence to SID. This man is guarding the scene. The officer is not collecting evidence. That's SID's job.
Thank you, Detective, but I carry my own.
There is nothing of value to your case to collect. "24-inch pry bar. Very handy. The pry bar is heavy for such a small tool. Detective, calm down. He's just a punk. Don't ruin your career over him. Detective, that's much too aggressive. Hey, this is one of the good guys. Knock that off. Whoa, he's one of the good guys.
I know karate, Detective. Back off.
Calm down, Carey. Careful, you could hurt yourself with that thing. The jar is used to collect samples when SID is not called for. Empty glass jar is lightweight. Are we collecting samples? Detective, are you collecting a sample? Put the jar away. Are you requesting a sample from Officer Woodbury? Forget it. There's no evidence to collect from Officer Allen.
Detective, I carry my own containers. Thank you just the same.
Thank you, John, but I've brought all the field equipment I need.
Collecting samples? Rubber gloves used against infection or contamination. The rubber feels quite thin on these gloves. Hold on to your gloves. You never know when you'll need them. The man does not require handling, nor is he bleeding. Detective, Officer Woodbury doesn't need those. Officer Allen doesn't need those, Detective.
Thank you, Detective, but I'm already wearing a pair.
Deputy Nobles is already wearing his rubber gloves. No need to put those on at this time, Detective. Department issued 9-volt anodized aluminum flashlights. The flashlight's weight makes it more than an illumination device. Don't waste your batteries. Detective, save your batteries.
Carey, I was issued a flashlight when I first joined the force.
Detective, no need to shine your flashlight into Officer Allen's eyes.
I can see well enough without your assistance, Detective. Thank you anyway.
There's enough light in the alley in which to see by. Hey, you're wasting batteries. Chalk, made in the USA. The chalk feels so chalky. He is not deceased nor evidence. He doesn't require chalking. This he does not need. He is neither deceased nor evidence. He doesn't require chalking, Detective. Detective, he's not the deceased, nor is he evidence.
Detective, please chalk what you would like photographed or collected. It's much more effective than putting chalk on me.
Very funny, John. Very funny.
Hey, you're getting your suit dirty. putty knife is made in the USA. The putty knife is solidly made. Carey, what would be the purpose of this? The man does not appear to have anything stuck on him or in him. What exactly are you trying to do, Detective? Detective, what are you trying to accomplish?
I carry my own tools, Detective. Thank you anyway.
Feeling handy, like Mr. Fix-It, Carey? Carey, cleaning should be done by a dental hygienist. It's safer. The tortured and tormented body of Bob Hickman, LAPD, lies lifeless among the alley debris. An obvious case of felonious homicide. A gruesome sight. Contusions and burn marks appear on Hickman's abused body. An empty holster can mean only one thing: another gun in the street. A lipstick-stained cigarette lies near Hickman's body.
Detective Carey, have you found evidence you need recorded?
Careful, Carey. There could be fingerprints on that holster. Carey, the cigarette could be evidence. Handling it would show poor judgment. You don't need those, Carey. You're not to touch the body. Using gloves to handle this holster would be appropriate. However, let the criminalist or the deputy coroner handle all evidence. Detective, you need not handle the cigarette. SID will take care of it. An aggressive gesture on your part, Detective. Calm down, Carey. Put that away. Detective, smash the cigarette and you could be destroying evidence. Allow the deputy coroner or SID to collect samples, Carey. Detective, let the deputy coroner or the criminalist handle any evidence. Let SID handle any possible evidence. Noting that a cigarette lay near the body could prove important later. Recording information at the crime scene ensures accurate reports later. Chalking the body means that you outline the body with chalk, not that you put chalk on the body. Detective, this cigarette could be evidence.
Chester, take over on the evidence.
Yes, Detective.
It's the Lucky Mini-Mart dumpster. The body of a young boy lies strewn in the dumpster. Bullet wounds puncture the boy's body. He looks no more than 6 or 7 years of age.
John, have you found something?
Nobles, Chester, we have another body.
The body rests on garbage. It's impossible to chalk. Recording information at the crime scene ensures accurate reports later.
Sam, we're gonna need another ambulance. There's a body of a young boy in the dumpster.
We'll get another car here, John.
He's just a child, Sam. What's happening on our streets?
It's a sad state of affairs, John. It's situations like this, a child victimized by violence, that makes it tough to do this job.
Officer Woodbury, when we're finished here, I want the neighborhood canvassed to see if anyone's missing a child, but has not reported it yet.
Yes, sir.
Officer, I want you to notify Detective Headquarters and Communications we've discovered another homicide. Approximate age, 6 years, apparent victim of gunshot wounds. Have Detective Headquarters run a search on children reported missing, matching this child's description.
Yes, sir.
It looks like it's going to be a busy night for you, Chester.
Unfortunately, our streets are being taken over by violence. Innocent people being killed. It's uncivilized, sir.
Chester, take over on the evidence.
Yes, Detective.
Graffiti is often left behind by gangs. Recording the symbol could prove useful.
Chester, take over on the evidence.
Yes, Detective. Whenever you're ready, fellas, I'm finished.
John, we can handle it from here. Stop by tomorrow for the autopsy. We'll know more then.
Carey Hickman's death isn't just your personal tragedy. It's a tragedy for the entire force. We've lost a friend, a father, and one damn good cop. As you know, you've been assigned the lead investigator on this case, and I'm going to be looking to you for answers. I'm going to ask you to put aside your personal feelings and deal with this investigation in a professional manner. If you don't think you're up to it, I want to know now. Neither you, the public, nor the department can withstand not knowing the truth. I want you to comb that neighborhood. I want every rock turned over and every person interviewed. Remember, Hickman was not the only fatality tonight. The family of that boy is grieving also.
Yes, sir.
For your information, the boy has been identified as Bobby Washington. As for Hickman, I think there is something you should know. Maybe you already do. But here it is straight. Hickman's lieutenant, Jim Varaz, informed me that Hickman was having trouble with stress, trouble at home. Varaz told me that Hickman had been in a fragile mindset, that working undercover was getting to him. You know, the violence of the streets can get to anyone. I'm not knocking Hickman. I just want you to know how the department viewed his current capacity. Okay, Carey, you know what you need to do. Go out there and do it. Find who killed Hickman. Find who killed the Washington youth. Any questions?
No, Lieutenant.
All right, then. Get to work. And, Carey, when you see Catherine, please extend my deepest sympathies.
The office of Lieutenant Block. Someday, you too might make lieutenant and be issued an office carry. Lieutenant Block doesn't like people touching his stuff. Knock it off. It's an LAPD police banner. It's on the other side of the wall, Detective. You can't reach it from here.
All right, back to work. Enough of this tea party.
Simulated wood grain finish. Best to keep your hands off Block's desk. Parker Center, circa 1955.
Go on now, go. Find yourself a killer. What are you waiting for? An invitation? Get back to work. All right, back to work. Enough of this tea party. Enough with the tongue wagging. Get back to work. That'll be all, Carey.
Why remove it? Don't even think of it. Ah, leave it there. Don't even think of removing it. Carey, it's not your job to remove these notices. Nah, Detective, leave it there. Don't touch that.
Time's a-wasting, Carey. Get out there and find this sicko.
Remove and face certain death. Lieutenant Donald Block, career man, your boss.
This might be California, Carey, but I'm not into touchy-feely encounters. Knock that crap off.
Lieutenant.
Carey, you have your assignment. Go out and find yourself a killer. I don't have all day. Get on out of here and back on those streets.
Carey, he knows you're a detective. You work for him. The lieutenant has better things to do than inventory your homicide kit, Detective.
Carey, you got a problem? Or are you just checking your sights? Either way, put your gun away. Guns make me nervous.
Do you find paperwork threatening? Get over it.
All right, back to work. Enough of this tea party. What?
Lieutenant Block doesn't want your keys. Block has a pair issued to him. He doesn't need yours. You can't arrest office furniture and simulated wood paneling.
Well, I think we've finished here, Carey. Stay safe. What? Trying to prove to me you're working? I don't want to see your notebook. Just make sure you keep your murder book up to date. You understand? What do you want me to do with that? Get it into your murder book before you lose it. Carey, get that off my desk and into your murder book.
This door leads to the detective's bullpen.
Too bad about Hickman, Jr. Guess this hit you pretty hard, huh? Well, hell, don't let it. Damn scumbags out there. They're just goddamn lucky I'm a desk jockey. If I was on the street, I'd whip their collective disrespectful butts. You know, Junior, this case is gonna generate a lot of paperwork, a lot of calling. You're just goddamn lucky you got me as your partner in this one. Damn lucky.
Detective John Carey, Major Crimes, Homicide. You adjust your tie and smooth the wrinkles from your suit. The banner provides a sense of camaraderie among the detectives. Leave it there, Carey. The department is proud of the banner. This sign indicates you exit to the left. Leave the sign, Detective. Other people might get confused when leaving. The way time passes on this job, you need a calendar. It's not time to change months. Leave the calendar alone, Detective. Safety first. Leave the fire extinguisher for emergencies. At 286-16. To access the computer, you need to stand up and walk over to it. This computer is not voice-activated. The status board indicates who's in court, the field, or off-duty. You're on duty until this case is closed. Leave the status board alone. Detectives' workspaces. This is not your workspace. Leave everything as it is. These are more detectives' workspaces. This is not your workspace, and these are not your things. It's Detective Philip Jerica, originally from Houston, Texas, and a damn fine cop. Detective Jerica is busy on the telephone. Have a little respect. The man is conducting a telephone interview. Don't bother him. Detective Jerica is not assigned to your case. Consequently, he's not about to process your paperwork. He knows you're a cop. Would you quit with the badge? Detective Jerica is not relevant to your investigation. Case files, both open and solved. Carey, you have enough on your plate without reopening another case. Who would want to talk to old, musty files? The large windows are shaded by 20-year-old curtains. Stop. Move the curtains and it would get hotter than hell in here. The windows are closed, Detective. You can't holler to the people in the parking lot below. Murder books, all filled with past cases. You have enough to do without reviewing past cases. Desks belonging to fellow homicide detectives. Hey, it's unprofessional to be snooping around another detective's workspace. Nobody is sitting here, Detective. Who are you talking to? The Boar's Head was awarded to Senior Detective Addison Arcee for his fierce commitment to the force. Remove the Boar's Head and risk life and limb.
Oink.
It's your ergonomic office chair. You take a seat at your desk. Hal Bottoms, homicide detective, currently assigned to your case.
I'm not into the feely-mealy thing, Junior. You need to feel better? Do what I do. Find yourself a broad.
Hal, have you heard from the coroner's office?
Yeah, like you're their first priority, Junior. They're probably still in the kitchen. Besides that Nobles, he's the kind that likes you to come to him. Like we ain't got enough to do than go down to that garbage disposal.
Hal, the lieutenant was pretty direct about the paperwork on this case.
Hell, Junior, I already got our murder book set up. I might be afflicted with this damn diabetes, but I ain't lame. You just make sure you do your part. You're the one needing to write up the damn reports. I just gotta file them.
Hal, do you always have to be so obnoxious?
Hell, Junior, I'm on my third wife. Been 25 years on the force, seen things no man should have to. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess you're right, Hal.
Hal knows you're a cop. No reason to show him your badge. Carey, Hal gets a paycheck. He doesn't need your help. You wouldn't want to challenge Hal. He just might take you up on it. Hal doesn't like to discuss firepower.
What the hell? You think you're being funny, Junior? You want a driver? Go requisition one from the chief. I ain't doing it. Hell, you're younger than me. You should be driving me around.
Hal doesn't need those. He was issued a pair by the department.
You thinking I'm gonna write your reports for you, Junior? You're damn lucky I don't write you up one side and down the other for just thinking about it.
You'll need to stand up and move to accomplish that. It's your very own desk. Your desk is covered with snippets from past cases in daily life. No need to straighten up your desk. It'll just get messy again. It's your very own homemade placeholder with your name on it. Don't move it. It's kind of cute there. The calendar on this blotter is so old, you don't remember the last time you changed it, huh, Carey? Leave your blotter in place. It covers all the coffee stains. A memo from Lieutenant Block. There is nothing noteworthy about the paper stock on which this memo is typed. Department issued, 3-tiered inbox. There's nothing much in there, just old memos. Your last partner, Ken Williams, used to sit there. Unfortunately, he relocated to Seattle. Leave that stuff alone. It doesn't belong to you. This desk belongs to Detective Cynthia Joey, and yes, there are such things as female homicide detectives. Keep your hands to yourself, this is not your desk. Desk drawers. It's the photo of you and Hickman at the lake, the time you caught the big one. Ask for the best. Ask for Kodak paper. The photograph taken of you and Hickman at the lake, the time you caught the big one.
Crash Unit, Barnes speaking.
Hello, this is Detective Carey over at Major Crimes Homicide. Is Lieutenant Varese there?
No, he's out in the field. How about I tell him you called?
That would be fine, thank you.
These are 3.14 follow-up forms used to document your casework. You take a 3.14 follow-up report form out of your desk drawer, Departmental Follow-up Form 3.14. Standard weight. You write up a 3.14 documenting the incidents relating to the alley.
Here you go, Hal.
Sure, Junior.
Hal, here's the Hickman crime scene log. It was prepared by Officer Woodbury from the 77th.
Hey, you're damn lucky you got me taking care of this book, Junior. Damn lucky.
Hal's not the sentimental type. This is a personal item. Keep it private.
Hal, has anything come back on the cigarette found in the alley?
Damn straight it has, Junior. SID identified DNA on the damn thing. Science is a wonder, ain't it, kid? You connect that DNA to somebody's butt, and you got yourself a case.
How about test results? Any preliminary information?
I can't get nothing out of that damn Nobles. Spoke to that dingy tomato down there, Carey or something. All she could say was, the toxicology tests and ballistics are running. She's damn lucky she doesn't work for me. That's all I can say. Damn lucky.
Hal, have you made contact with the folks over at Crash? Were they able to give you any information on Bob?
Now, those boys are men, I'll tell you that, Junior. Fighting in the trenches, battling the mean streets. You're to tread lightly, Junior. They're working undercover in that neighborhood. Have been for a couple of months. Your man to talk to is Varese. You got all that, Junior?
walls get painted every 5 years or so. The walls feel like walls. It indicates your exit choices. Leave it in place, Carey. People often get confused when coming and going. Somebody sure must work hard to keep these floors so shiny. Oh, what a smooth finish this floor has. Forget the chatter. Get to work. The elevator doors. Detective, you'd need the strength of Superman to pull those open. It's not voice activated. This lights up when the elevator arrives. Remove the light and nobody will know when the elevator has arrived. Feeling talkative, Carey? It's an ordinance in all city buildings to post evacuation routes. Detective, leave it in place. The elevator call button. You call the elevator. Quit fooling around, Carey. You don't have an emergency. Don't panic. Don't be playing with the buttons. Choose a floor, Detective. You select the 8th floor as your destination.